Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends and subscribers. This is Mahmoud Sheikh, and from past few videos I am working on a tutorial series of Microsoft Excel 2016. In my last video I had an explanation on nested if, and if anyone wants to view the Hindi version of this series, for them we will paste the link of this series Hindi version in a description below. Yeah, and in this video we will be going to discuss about one of the most important topics of Excel 2016, which is interpretation of error values. Interpretation of error values are is a topic, are those errors which you used to see. Normally we used to see while performing any kind of calculations or any kind of operations on MS Excel. Okay, so normally whenever we will be doing any kind of task in Excel, we used to get few errors like name error, num error, not available error, null error, divide by zero error, ref error, and value error. Okay, all these many errors we used to get most of the times whenever we will be doing any kind of mathematical or any kind of calculations in MS Excel. So in this video, in this movie, we will be going to interpret those errors or those error values. We will be going to analyze in which scenarios or on which situation we came across these many errors. Okay, first let us start with our discussion with name error. Okay, name error, we used to see name error whenever we misspelled the name of any function, or if we are not providing the parameters properly that has been asked by that function. Suppose let us here I have written some numbers from 1 to 7, and I want to make a sum of these numbers. Now what I will do, I will just write sum bracket open, and then I'll just select this range of numbers and close the bracket, and then I hit enter. Okay, then I will get the sum of these many numbers. Okay, suppose if mistakenly with unknowingly I misspelled the name of the function sum. Instead of sum I type su, and then the range of numbers, and now if I click on enter, then I will get name error. Okay, so name errors occurs whenever we misspell the name of any function. If I type in average and hit enter, I will get the average of these many numbers. And suppose if I just type it as avg instead of full average function, now it's no. Okay, then see, I get a name error. Okay, so now we came to know on which situation we used to see name error. Okay, whenever we type any function, whenever we misspell any function, any Excel function, at that time we will be getting a name error. Okay, next we will be going to discuss num error, when we will be going to get num error. Okay, in which situation we will be getting the num error. Okay, let's discuss here. Here I have written an example of num error. Here you can see I have written a function here, sqrt. Okay, so num error occurs whenever we tries to pass a non-positive or a negative value inside any function, then it will return us a num error. Okay, here you can see I have written a square root function equal sqrt of, I will now I will try to make a square root of -9. I will close this, and then I will press hit enter. Then you can see it's showing me a num error because I have given a parameter to a square root function which is a non-positive number, which is a negative number. Now if I make it as +9, and now if I click here, you can see now it's displaying me the correct answer, square root of 9, which is 3. If I make it as -4 also, it will display me an num error, saying that we have provided an invalid data into that function. Okay, instead of positive number we have entered negative number for calculating the square root. So in that situation we will be getting a num error. Okay, next we will be going to see not available error, when we used to get not available error in Excel. Okay, suppose we have a database with us, and in that database we have some products or items, and we are looking for certain we are looking for any product, let us say printer. Okay, now I'm looking for a printer and this is my database, and I'm looking for printer and its price. I want the price of printer to be displayed here using a vlookup function. So what I will do, I will just delete this. I will equal vlookup, and here it will suggest you the parameters that this function requires us to enter. Okay, first one is lookup value. So first we need to select or enter the value that we are looking for. In this case we are looking for a printer. Okay, then comma, table array, we are looking for printer. In what we are looking for printer, we are looking the price of item printer inside this database, right? So we have to select this complete database or table as a table array, then comma, and now we need to enter the column index number. Okay, we are looking for the price, we are looking for the price of this printer, right? So here we need to calculate what is the column number of the price, because we are looking for the price now, price of this printer. So first we need to, here we need to check the column number of this price column. Yeah, from here we need to start from here. This will 1 and this one is 2, 1 and 2. So our price information is present in second column in this table, so we should provide 2. And then last is 0, exact match. I want exact match. Then press enter. Then you can see I got a not available error because this printer is not available in my database or in this table. That's why it has returned me a not available error. If I change it to laptop, just say I'll change it to laptop. Now you can see it has returned $500. Okay, or let's say let's make it as $250. Now it will return me $250. So with a not available error we normally used to get whenever we are looking for some value and that value is not present inside our table or inside our database. At that time Excel return an error saying that not available. Okay, I will make it as charger. Then you will see not available because charger is not present inside our database. Okay, so for vlookup takes 4 parameters. One is the lookup value to which we are looking, which is this, and second one is the table array in which table or database we are looking for this value. We need to select this complete database or table, and then the third parameter is the column of those of that field. Column of the field we want the information to get from that column. Okay, right now we need a price of this charger, that's why price is inside second column, that's why we need to enter 2 here, and finally 0 at the end to work for exact match. Enter. It's showing not available because charger is not available inside this table. Okay, so in this scenario or in this situation we used to get not available error when we are looking for some item or some any product and that item or product is not available inside our database or in our table. That time we used to get not available error. Okay, next error which we are going to discuss is the null error. In null error, you can see most of the time we used to get null error also while performing any kind of calculations. Here let us see when, in which situation we used to see null error. Here I have written two series 1 and series 2. What I will do is I will just try to make a sum of these two series using the function called sum. I will just type in equal sum, and then I will select first series, and then I will put a space, and then I will select another series, and I will close the bracket, and then I hit enter. Now you can see it's returning me the null error because here inside this function, while calculating the sum of these two series, I have given space instead of comma. Okay, now if I give comma, now you can see it has given me the sum of these two series. Okay, so in this situation where situations where we are making a sum of two series and we have supplied a space instead of comma, then we used to get null error. Okay, so this is the situation where we can get a null error. So now let's move to next example. next error, which is divide by zero error. Okay, most of the times people used to get this divide by zero error. Okay, this error occurs whenever we tries to divide any number with zero. Here I have a value of 24, and here I will show you. I'll just delete this. Equal, I will try to divide this value. I will select this value and I will try to divide this value by 0, and now it will return me a divide by 0 error, saying that you cannot divide any numerical value with or any value with 0. So if you tries to do that, if you tries to divide any value with 0, then we used to get a divide by 0 error. Okay, next let us go to our next error, which is a ref error. Okay, a ref error means a reference. Whenever there is a reference gets missed out for calculating any sum, that time we used to get a ref error. Here let us delete this. Okay, let us suppose I have two values here, 2 and 4, and now I want to make a sum of these two values. So what I will do, I will just press equal and I will just type sum, and then I will select this value, comma, and the second value, and I will close the bracket and then I will hit enter. Now you can see I have got the sum of these two values as 6. Now if I delete the second cell value, I will just right click on it and then I will just delete. Now you can see it's showing me a ref error because the reference or the cell reference for the address this for this Q102 has missed out. Previously we had a value here, but just few seconds back I have deleted that value. That's because of that it's showing reference gets missed out. Reference error is showing. Okay, now if I undo, here you can see I have made a sum equal sum of number 1 comma second number, and close the bracket and hit enter. Now you can see I got a 6 as sum of these two numbers. Now if I delete this any of this cell from the sheet, then you can get a ref error saying that a reference gets missed out to calculate the sum for those two values. Okay, so this is how this is the situation where we can get ref error. Okay, and the last we are having an error which is saying that value error. Okay, and most of the times we used to get a value error also while performing any calculations. So this error occurs whenever we tries to make a sum of integer value with the character value. Here we have the values as 2, 4, and in the third cell we have a value of characters. Okay, now if I tries to make a sum of these three values, let's see what happens. So let's select this one and plus second value plus third value. Okay, here I'm trying to make a sum of two integer values plus one character value. So now what I will get a value error because we cannot make a sum of integer and characters values. That's why it has returned us a value error. Okay, so these are the situations or the occasions or scenarios where we can get these kind of different errors, and I have explained each and every error bit by bit, and I hope all of you might have understood what are different errors in MS Excel. These are the different errors that we normally use to forget while performing any kind of calculations like name error, num error, not available error, null error, divide by zero error, ref error, and value error. Okay, num error occurs whenever we misspelled any name of the function, and num error occurs whenever we tries to pass a non-negative value to any function. That time we used to get num error. Not available error occurs whenever we are trying to looking for any value which is not present in the table or in the database. At that time it will return, Excel will return not available error. Null available error occurs whenever we tries to make a sum of two series without putting or without entering the comma between the two ranges. That time we used to get null error. Divide by zero error, we used to get divide by zero error whenever we tries to divide a numerical value by zero. Yeah, and ref error, we used to get ref error whenever we make a sum of two values, and now when we deleted one of the values, and at that time Excel will return a ref error because the reference for calculating the sum of two numbers gets missed out. That's why in a result of that we will be getting ref error. Value error occurs whenever we tries to make a sum of two numerical value with some alphabetical value, then we will be getting a value error. Okay, so I hope you got some useful information out of this video. Out of you now understood what are different types of errors in Excel, and what are the reasons of getting these different types of errors in Excel. Okay, I hope you like this video. I hope you got some useful information out of this video. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, click on like button, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in my next video where I will be discussing few more topics on Excel 2016. Thanks for watching.